So my personal example, here's what my intention is when it comes to investments. And I'll ask myself the same question. When do I want to retire? What do I want to do when I retire? And how much do I need in order to get to my goals? So first of all, I want to do it soon. I would do it now. I have the means to do it. I am, by some standards, I'm retired already because one of the standards for retirement is you have enough passive income that it exceeds your regular monthly expenses, and I'm at that point here. However, I continue to work and I continue to put myself into different ventures and things. One, because I want more than what I've got. There's other things I'd like to do. And the biggest reason, though, is that my youngest is 11 years old and I want to be a part of his life. And my goal, what I want to do with my time, takes me away from home. And I don't want to do that quite yet. I want to be there until he hits 18. So I've got another 6.5 years before I can head out. So what do I want to do with my time once I'm retired? The point for my goal is to give myself the freedom of time, like I was talking to you guys about. And in the past, I've lived abroad, and I want to continue to do that. That's really what I'm passionate about. And I'd love to go live in different countries for 3 to 6 months at a time and really learn the culture and the language as best I can, and then come back to America and kind of reconnect with friends and family, and then go out there and do it all over again. So how much money do I need in order to do that, to meet that goal? Well, I've set my goal amount pretty high because I don't want to just do these things. I want to do it while living well. I still want to be able to travel in the places that I'm traveling to, in and around, and see the things that are to see, eat at their good restaurants, and have a good time. I also, with my kids here, I want to pass something on to them when I'm done with everything. I don't just want to blow it all and with my last dying breath, throw in my last penny. I do want to have something left over. So for me, in order to do this, I set myself up with 3 sources or 3 buckets of money, like I was talking about earlier. And I don't include Social Security in there. I'm not really counting on that one. And again, as I mentioned, it's kind of a small amount of money. So for me, initially, it's investments, like the stock market, like I told you. I also have a business, my primary business, that pretty much is going to be able to, and is at this point, running by itself and providing me with passive income, so I don't have to actively engage in it. And then real estate. I've got commercial property that is giving me rental income, and that is the third source of revenue. And I wanted it so that each one of these sources, independently, without the other 2, could pay for all the things that I wanted to do. And so for me, I call that my triple safety net. And that's my way of saying that no matter what happens, even if I completely have like the stock market blow up, or my business gets run into the ground in my absence, I don't know, that I can still make it and succeed because I've got rental income coming in. Or vice versa, I lose one of the others, or 2 of the others, and I'm still able to keep going. So the point is that if those do blow up in my face, 2 of them do, I can still keep going. But at this point, they're all succeeding, and if they continue to do so, well, I'm going to be sitting very pretty. And then the final part of my goal is I want to make sure that the home that we live in is paid off as the cherry on top, because that will lower my expenses. Again, the lower your expenses are, the less money you have to have every month, right? So the idea is to cut my expenses down as low as possible. So paying off the house would be good too. So I should note too that my goals have changed over time. And it's a good idea to have your goals change. Maybe you set yourself a minimum threshold, like this is where I need to be. And if you find that you achieve that goal, that you get there, and you can do better, well then do so. Because if you're able to go beyond that, and you're able to either have more sources of income or more investments that grow for you, it allows you to do even more of those things that you want to do, or to help others around you to do those things that they want to do. So my encouragement to you is when you have reached one of these goals, make a new goal. Keep moving forward. And we see that, and there's studies about this too, that people without goals, ambitions, or passion, they wither and they die. And I mean that jokingly, but actually also, honestly, to some degree, people who retire and go through like a bucket list of all the things they want to do, and they bust through them in a year or 2, and they're like, well crap, now what do I do? Those folks, unless they can kind of redirect their life towards some sort of passion or something that they're interested in doing, some hobby, whatever it is, sometimes they go back to work, oddly enough, or they die earlier than they normally would have. And so that's one thing that it's important to do, is find something that you're passionate about and stick with it. Now, I should make a quick note for those of you who have no problem finding and pushing for new goals. For the super ambitious out there, make sure to define a stopping point as well. You can have the opposite problem where you never really find contentment because you're always striving for more, 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 and more. So what you want to do is you want to turn that ambition and maybe move it in a different direction once you've maintained or once you've achieved that goal. Move it towards a new goal, or maybe turn around and move it towards giving back to everything you can to operate charitably and to give back philanthropically.